Hi, my name is Alan S. Nair. I am a Malayali. I hail from Trivandrum in Kerala. I'm putting this video as a response to what's been going on in our society since the past few days. The most recently, the very unfortunate death of the poor elephant and its baby. That's something that should have not been done, but whomever committed it has to be punished. And I think they are being. So quite some time after the video was put out over the social media and the news, people reacted to it. Many of them commented, and some of the comments read stating, it was all a mockery towards the people of Kerala. They say that this incident took place only because it was in Kerala. They also took on the literacy rate of Kerala, saying most of Keralites are illiterates, and so such things were told about Kerala. Now, 2020 has not been a favorable year for anybody globally. We have all had a very bad time, Corona. I don't think there's something bad, anything much worse than Corona, at least till now. So India, like other parts of the world, India has also had to be a part of a lot of misfortunate events. I have made a list of them I would like to share with you. So in the beginning, in the month of February, I think around 23rd to 29th, there were 54 lives lost in a communal riot that took place in parts of Delhi. Quite after that, there were two sadhus who were killed. I think that was in the month of March. Two sadhus, I hope you know who a sadhu is, they were killed inside a temple at Uttar Pradesh. A sadhu was beaten to death in Maharashtra. We all saw that video that was in the dark. So it was in front of police. He was beaten to death, and not so late after that, there were other two sadhus beaten to death in Maharashtra again. And then we have seen, as a part of the lockdown, we have seen people having a hard time getting back to their hometowns. We saw 15 migrant workers who were accidentally killed on the railway track where they lay to rest. And then we saw people who were traveling from place to place, the sole of the foot which was detached from the skin because of the heat. And then we saw a young woman who was cycling her father all the way back to home. I think she had to cycle kilometers together. And then we saw a man who was pulling his pregnant wife and his baby to safety. He had to do that on a self-made cart, I believe. And over that, we saw quite recently a person was beaten to death, and his sister and his friend were brutally injured. That took place. All this took place in India, and then last month, I believe, this took place in a village, I think a town in Assam. I believe the name of it is Tinsukia. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. So there was an oil leak, and as a result of the blast, aquatic life were lost. There was a photo of a burnt dolphin surfacing. So dolphins, we all know, is an endangered species. So that happened, and then yesterday, I believe, I saw a video where a man was axing his dog to death. It was a Pomeranian. He tied it very cruelly to a tree, and then he axed it until it died, and he dragged it all the way around. I don't know where he took it to. All this happened. Where are your animal love when all this happens? Clearly the people of India are having more sentiments towards animal than the fellow beings. Not saying that animal life is less important. They are as equally important as yours and mine is, but then still human lives do not stand a chance. Like it's of no importance to the most of us. Animal lives are. That's okay, at least you care for the animals. But then you all decided to pick on Kerala, and the comments which also stated that it's because of the leftist government. I mean, what does the government have to do in this? Left or right, nobody cares, right? Government, it's not the government who did it. It's some let's just say dishonored person. So something happens in Kerala, it also has a resolution in Kerala. So they have been charged, I believe, as per the news that came out today or yesterday. The person who gave this intentionally to the elephant was arrested, and his fellow companions are being looked for. So that justice has been served for this, yes? Okay, it's not as equal to the loss of the elephant, but then again, he has been brought in face of the justice. Other crimes that's been taking place in other parts of India, what's with that? When people are brutally murdered, what's happening to them? Where is your humanitarian feelings and your sympathy and your sentiments towards these? Why is that life less important than that of an animal? A human life is being considered less important. Why is that so? I mean, nobody has to pinpoint that. Is everything being pinpointed to Kerala because the leftist government is in power in Kerala, or is it because you do not want the things that's happening in other part of the state to be highlighted, and let's just focus on Kerala so that it becomes a deviation? Is that why? When we start blaming somebody, we have to check facts on it. Most of them told that this incident took place in Malappuram while it actually took place in Palakkad. If you have a response to this video, you can send it over. I might put it in YouTube. I don't know, it'll always be there in my FB. So I'm looking forward for a response. I just want to know if human lives are less important than that of an animal.